It is true that some companies have some policies, some kind of policies that when you hear about it, you don't feel good about it. You don't like it, but you just have to follow the policy. Either it's in your favor or it is not in your favor. You just have to follow the policy because why not? You want to make money, you're there to work, right? So imagine a scenario whereby you're working in a particular company and one of the policies of that company says you must not be in a relationship with your colleague. You must not fall in love. And you have been in that company, you have also seen that a lot of times people who make the mistake of entering into a relationship with a colleague, it's either one of them has to go or both of them will lose their job. That is for going against companies, policy. And now don't get me wrong, right? Sometimes when you see companies do that, when they say we don't want couples that will come to this place, we don't want to have workers that they are in a relationship, it breeds distractions, it breeds unnecessary dramas, something that you should quarrel in your house. Most of the time you find yourself coming to the office to quarrel, and it might affect the job. That is what most organizations do not want. But unfortunately, it is happening, right? It is happening. So if it happens to you, what would you do? How would you handle it? Anyway, this is the case of Awa, right? This is the case of Awa, and this is the case of George. Now, who is Awa? Awa works in this fine, beautiful company as an accountant, and George also works in this beautiful, fine company as a, I think, software engineer. So they are both in the same space. You would notice that, or you would get to see that because they are trying to hide their status, they are trying to hide that they are in a relationship, they are always at loggerheads, they are always fighting each other so that people in the office would not see them like, oh my god, these people are actually couples.
What is with George's payments?
This is the third time I'm sending those emails. Third time and still nothing. Third week. My team worked nights, worked weekends, and still accounts have refused to process their payments.
Well, account sounds like a department that follows process.
Process shouldn't take months.
Neither should correcting incomplete documentation.
Let's all calm down.
I don't appreciate having to chase accounts for monies that my team actually earned.
And I do not appreciate that you think our department sits around waiting for IT to snap their fingers.
Well, instead of lecturing me on what you appreciate and what you don't appreciate, how about to get down to doing your job?
Ma, can you see it? Can you see the way he's talking to me? Can you see what I have to deal with?
Yeah, play the victim like we haven't been on this issue for over a month.
I would not be spoken to in that tone.
I will speak to you.
Mr. George, you will not speak to me in that tone. Mr. George, you will not speak to me in that tone. Do not use that voice at me. Do not do that. Mr. George, ma, can you see what I have to do?
They are together, something is going on, something is happening, so that kind of thing. So, but for how long, right? I then got to a point, George decided to pop the big question. Anyway, welcome to my YouTube channel. You are watching Uwaoma TV, and today I'd like to do a review on love and other problems. Yes, let me confirm. That's the thing with me. When I watch movies, if care is not taken, the last thing I might be forgetting, Love and Other Problems by Blessing Obasi. You all know Blessing Obasi, right? Mazi stands, beautiful wifey. So yeah, it is what it is. So now this movie is a great movie. It's a 2026 movie. I recently watched the movie and I'm surprised that it is not getting the hype that it deserves, because this is something that happens in our day-to-day life, where some people who work in an office, you find out that they're already falling in love with each other, even when the company says, don't fall in love, don't fall in love. Oh my god. This wig that I want to wear, I think I'm even fine. And can I arrange you? Let me just this wig. Hello. let me just continue what I'm saying. Later we'll figure out if we're going to wear this wig. So yeah, some companies have that policy. So if this is your first time on my YouTube channel, kindly click on the subscribe button, subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video, share this video, and after I'm done giving a beautiful review of this movie, I would want you to head on to Blessing Obasi TV to watch this movie and find out for yourself if most of the scenes that happened in the movie, if they were supposed to happen. Now fast forward to, who has to resign in this company. I'm going to leave that for you guys. So you're going to find out who eventually resigned in that particular company and what is your take? Do you think the person that resigned in the company deserved to resign in that company? Besides, this is an accountant, this is a software engineer. Who do you think deserves to go? You're going to find out in that company. Now fast forward to Hawa being a business person. Hawa is also a business lady, right? She's into skincare. She's doing very well, and they are couples, right? Hawa and George, looking for a way to get married, a way to end up together. But Hawa has a problem. Yeah, this problem is she always wants to be independent. She likes the word independence, and for me, I'll call it a trauma. You're going to watch that movie and then probably you will get from my point of view, a woman that tells you she doesn't want to become like her mother. She watched her mother being taken care of by the husband. Everything that she wants, she has to ask the husband. She doesn't want to be like that. She wants to have all of the money on earth. You're going to find out how that played out in Love and Other Problems by Blessing Obasi TV. So yeah, I love the two characters. I love the role George played. I love the role Awa played. And there were a lot of lessons to learn. Now, one of the lessons I'm just going to teach you guys, I'm going to tell you guys a little. If you're in a relationship, right, when your man tells you that they see that something is wrong about this person that you're talking to, about this person that you're getting close to, stay away from that relationship. They know what they are saying, because that was the case of Hawa, right? She started mixing with somebody in the name of she wants her business to blossom, she wants her business to grow, and George kept telling her this, and in the process, there is a scene that I just feel like George shouldn't have been blamed. George got a big appointment. That appointment was going to give him a lot of money, and Hawa on her own part was all focused about money, how she's going to make it in life. And at the end of the day, I guess because of the issues, the back and forth thing they were having at home, he forgot. To me, I see it as that he forgot to inform her. Not really forget, but he just couldn't bring himself to tell her of, okay, this is what happened in the office. You're going to find out in the same movie what happened in the office, or what this big news is that he did not tell Awa. So I just want to hear from you guys. I want to know from you guys, have you been in a situation whereby you're working in an office and this office has a policy of no dating zone? If you are couples, only one will stay. If you're not, if you've come to the place and you start liking somebody, please avoid liking anybody, because if you do, you're going to lose your job. So have you ever fallen in love with a colleague in your office? How did you handle it? Did you leave your office so that the other person can stay? Did you? I want to know in the comments. Or did you stay and pretend like Hawa and George that thought that the world was, everything was by their side, God loves them, they are the only children of God, when others were being kicked out, they thought they could survive. So I want to hear your opinion on that. So once you're done watching this movie review, please head on to Blessing Obasi TV, like I said, to watch this movie and come back here and let us chat. Okay, so don't forget to subscribe, do not forget to like, do not forget to share your thoughts, share your opinion, tell me your experience. Also, have you experienced such a thing? You are watching Uwaoma TV. Till I come your way next time, thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, bye for now.